Let's go to line 5, Corner Brook. Hello, Rod Lyver, you're on the air.
Hi, Patty.
How are you this afternoon?
Great, boy.
Good man.
You survived it.
You survived it? Well, it takes a real veteran to get through it, boy. And you sent me, I think you were at McHugh's with the lads and looking good. Hope you had a good time.
We had a great time.
Excellent.
Thank you. Listen, Patty, I know I've called about this before a couple of weeks ago, and maybe a couple of weeks before that, but I'm really trying to get this message out there about the proposed mining in the watershed area for Corner Brook and surrounding area. Mm-hmm. Like, City Council 5 have indicated apparently that they're going to support this. I mean, this is a fait accompli. We've got two people, Councillor Gary Kelly and Councillor Linda Chasson, who have publicly stated they're not supporting it, while the other members of council, a couple of them have made comments to me anyways. One comment was, I'm going to base my decision on facts and not emotions. Right. Well, I mean, that tells me right off the bat, they're going to do it, right? I mean, but why, and I'm not hearing a whole lot about it, and I'm not sure why somebody would allow, Pennycon and Thomas Resources to go into our watershed area and build a mine. I mean, is there something that I'm missing here about this? What's up with that?
I don't know, but I do know that you make a very key observation and point that when it comes down to an answer offered to what you think, that means we're a green light. Yeah,
that's what's going on. I mean, they've green lighted this. There is the Western Environment Center under their guy Simon Jensen, I believe. He's organizing and trying to get the message out there. But I'm not sure if people understand what's happening. I mean, look, I've said before, I'm not allowed to go in there and drop a fish hook in that water supply. And so, but yet we're going to allow a mining operation in there?
Right.
I mean, come off it, right? There's got to be something more to this. And I don't want to, I'm not going to slander anybody, but there's something that we're just not being told here.
Well, there seems to be. The communication issue is always, to me, it's the most fascinating part of, up until when we put shovels in the ground or whatever the case may be, the way people communicate these things is always very telltale. If it's hard time getting answers, then it generally means they're hiding some. I mean, and even if that doesn't end up being true, it's the perception they leave you with because of their tiptoeing and tap dancing around the questions. I don't for the life of me understand how people can't figure it out. If we have nothing to hide, we better start answering, and if we don't, people will think we are dishonest.
Well, absolutely. Everybody that I speak to here in Corner Brook, in this area, I haven't found one person yet who has said to me, no, I'm good with this. And a few people have said, well, I don't have all the facts. Well, that's fine, but we're not getting the facts, not from the city. We're not getting them from, they came here and did a tap dancing show, and they had a forum where you went there, and you were supposed to ask them questions. Geez, I mean, we don't know anything about it. How are we supposed to ask questions about it?
I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Because I can't understand why there's not a really go-to answer here that can ease people's concerns. We're not talking about something out at the dump. We're talking about the watershed.
Absolutely. They're not over back at Wild Cove. You're right. Mining over there. They're actually in the watershed area. Now, again, they refused an application from a gentleman here to build a modular home plant that was not in the watershed area. It was near it. Yet they're going to allow someone to build a mine in the watershed zone itself. Yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And I mean, if they want to come and explain it to us and give us the answers, and maybe we'll say, okay, that makes sense, that's good. Yet this is, like I say, it's a fait accompli. This is going to happen. They've green-lighted it, and this council who are supporting this, come September, the people are going to be pretty pissed off when they're going to speak about this, right?
For sure.
I mean, this is. I can't believe that here we are. We're scrabbling for money for millions, $30 or $40 or $50 million to build water treatment plants and sewage disposal plants, and yet why are we building this? To protect our water supply, yet we're going to build a mine in the middle of it? Jesus, well, it doesn't make any sense.
It certainly doesn't quite get it either. It's on our list of issues that we are going to hopefully get a chance to present to government ministers in due course. The requests will be quick to follow to get some answers for you, Rod. I appreciate your call today, man. I'm glad you made it through the weekend, and also glad that there's a chapter closed in the book out there, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yeah, brother. Take care, man.
Okay, man. Bye, Rob.
Bye-bye.
We are going to make our way to the break. If you want to get on the program today to discuss that kind of stuff, obviously the whole fracking issue and mining in the watershed, things that we do or do not do when concerning ourselves with the environment, the environmental assessments, listening to the people who have the plea surrounding, whether it be parts of the Churchill River, Muskrat Falls, Port of Port Bay, the watershed in Corner Brook, all of those things. It is extremely important conversation to have, and you want to have it here live on the program. All you got to do is call.